Howdy, Simmers. I want to do a limited pack build today because I don't really do limited pack builds very often since I have everything. I just kind of go for it. But I don't really know what packs I want to limit myself to. I'm going to use the random pack generator tool by James Turner to figure out what packs I'm going to use. I'm going to limit it to just 4 packs, and we're going to do 1 expansion, 1 game pack, 1 stuff pack, and 1 kit to furnish this build. Alright, I'm going to generate, and let's see what we get. We've got Backyard Stuff, Secret Sanctuary Kit, Get Famous, and Parenthood. A weird combination of packs, but let's get to building. So I decided to go for a modern house because of Get Famous, which I really don't know why. It doesn't really make any sense, but Get Famous has so many different styles incorporated into it, and none of them are really modern. We have like kind of mid-century, and then there's the overdone like fancy stuff with like the golden toilets and just gold accent everything, really. So I don't describe Get Famous as modern typically, but I think the vibe of just like rich famous people having a modern home is what came to mind. So we're going for something a little on the modern side. And this is the first modern build that I think I've done without a reference photo, so I think it'll be pretty obvious to tell once the house is like fully come together and everything, but I don't know. I'm not too disappointed with it. I definitely think it could have been better, but that's what I get for just kind of going off on my own without any references. So I did build this in Del Sol Valley. It's up on this, I want to say 50 by 40 lot at kind of the top area with all like the big mansions and everything. And I built this on a lot called the Ward Den. So I guess this is probably where Judith Ward typically lives. And yeah, she doesn't live there in my game. So, not her place anymore. But this house ends up being a 3-bedroom house with, I believe, 2 bathrooms in total. Maybe a 3rd bathroom? I don't even remember at this point. But we have a nice big garage, and I did something I don't typically do, which is I use windows to make the garage door. And the reason for that is because we are limited to the 4 packs that we spun for, or rolled for, I don't know. The 4 packs that were generated on the tool. And obviously base game, because we're not going to just not use base game entirely. But the doors that I typically use when I do make garages actually came with Snowy Escape. So because we aren't allowed to use that pack, I couldn't use those, so I had to improvise a little bit. And honestly, I think it came out okay. So I believe I'm using windows and doors from Get Famous for the front here. And the pain that I felt when I couldn't draw this fence all the way to the end of the lot, I really wish that they would fix that and let us draw like on that line because I cannot tolerate it. So, ugh. But we've got a couple balconies around, and I turned one of them into kind of a greenery section, so we really only have the 1 balcony. But yeah, I should mention I built this like right before the update on Tuesday, so I don't have like the new kitchen set or like the new flooring, tiling, whatever they added. So I recorded this the same day as the update, but I recorded this, I think, literally right before the SDX drop came out, so I didn't have any of that stuff at the time. And it's fine. I end up using the kitchen in a different build anyway. The one that I put out yesterday, actually. So that was my first experience with the new kitchen and such, but wasn't around in this one. So a really annoying thing when I'm working on the garage, I had this idea in my head that I would put like storage stuff in there, big shelves of like just random junk, all like Christmas decorations and any kind of stuff you need for like a workshop setting almost. And then I had nothing in there because I'm not sure what pack it came in. But it wasn't any of the ones that we had. So the garage is going to look a little bare when we get to it. I focus a lot on the outside for kind of the longest time because I wanted to make this house look really nice and modern, and part of that was just the landscaping is very neat. I do cut out some of it just because I was having a hard time, specifically with this little front garden that I was working on. There's some like topiary llamas in there. I don't know if you caught that, but I never use any of the like shaped bushes or anything, any of that topiary stuff. I decided to do it today though, because I thought it was fitting for the modern setting. And I'm already focusing on the backyard. I kind of stay on the outside for a little bit. Like I did some minimal stuff on the inside, but the backyard is like our main thing right now. And I do a thing with the pool here where I have a sort of cutout to fit a hot tub, like right in that corner. I can't remember if that's a thing I saw someone else do at one point, but if so, I thought it was really cool and I wanted to do it here because I thought it'd be nice. We also have a little sunken in part in the back here where we're gonna put some like seating. And I wanted to put like some kind of fire pit there. Again, didn't have the right pack for it because we're only using 4 packs, which Get Famous, Backyard Stuff, The Secret Sanctuary Kit, and Parenthood. Such a weird combination of packs. Like, how do you put that together? I don't know how you put it together, but I did it. And honestly, I don't think it came out bad. Just, it's a little weird. I probably shouldn't have done a modern house for these types of packs. But something about Get Famous, I don't know what I was thinking, really. But you can see I'm trying to do like more landscaping stuff, and I wanted to use more of these kind of weird trees around, but it just didn't look right. So I ended up putting some palm trees down, which I did look around the world to see that there were actually palm trees, so it's perfectly acceptable to just throw palm trees around. So we're finally getting started on the garage. We're moving inside. I'm really happy that the woodworking table was base game because you could have fooled me and had me think that it came from the Outdoor Retreat pack, but nope, it's a base game thing. So, yeah, moving on to the main part of the house. This gets a little weird with my color scheme. I went for this kind of dark blue orange scheme, which I know not everyone's gonna vibe with, but it's because of the rug that I picked. There's a swatch on there that's kind of nice. And I just kind of followed along with that, trying to tie it in together. It's gonna look a little strange, I know, but just roll with it. I had to roll with it, and I don't think it came out like super horrible. But I got them a big TV because, wealthy people, big and rich and all that kind of stuff. So giant TV on the wall. We do have the rug out now, so you can kind of see what I'm working with there and taking inspiration from. And wallpaper wise, I'm gonna do this kind of throughout the house where I have it mainly be white, but then I'm using this kind of black brick, I guess. I don't know if it's really a brick or like a stone or something, but I use that wallpaper basically throughout the rest of the house, just kind of in random places, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I think downstairs the theme is orange, dark blue, and white with like a hint of black just because of the kitchen and the walls, and it's a whole thing. But yeah. Big builds, never my forte really, but I do them. I at least try. If you do like this build, please let me know because this is a build that I'm kind of going off on my own to do, and with the limited packs, it made it so much harder to kind of get what I wanted here. But I think we're almost done with the downstairs actually. So that's a good thing because I feel like this build took me so long, honestly. As most big builds typically do. I think I ended up splitting the footage in half originally when I was recording. And yeah, so on the upstairs, we have 3 bedrooms. Well, technically 4, but really 3. So we have our master bedroom, and then we have a kid's bedroom, and then we have a teen bedroom that is like for twins. So technically it's a 4 bedroom, but it is a 3 bedroom. So you'll understand. It's a shared bedroom. But yeah, and the master bedroom gets their own balcony. And we're using a lot of Get Famous here. I can't tell you how much I really use from all of the packs. Like, I do use a lot of Get Famous, but I can't recall if I use a lot of Parenthood really. I remember using like one thing from Parenthood, if I'm honest. So I don't know how little of things I really use because it is a lot of base game as well, and definitely a lot of Get Famous. But yeah, so the bathroom, at least the master, which is kind of open to everyone. It's not like an ensuite bathroom or anything. It has this square kind of jet tub that I never ever use, and no shower in it, unfortunately. But yeah, so this poor kid with only access to the bathroom next to the master just gets a little bathtub, no shower. I put a little reading nook here in this little zone because I didn't know what I was going to do for this. I didn't want to like close it off entirely because it was already kind of a tight squeeze. So we do a little like activity section. We've got a computer there, we've got the easel. Because I think around this point I was realizing, oh hey, I've only got the bookshelves here. I don't really have anything else for them to do other than like go downstairs and watch TV and maybe go swimming. Like there are things to do in this house. Just at this time I was like, oh hey, we could add more. So yeah, we're in the kids' room now, and there's not a lot that's really going on in here. It's a bed and mainly toys, honestly. We've got like the Blurfy toy box. I gave them a like modern dollhouse, I guess, because in my head, every like modern house that houses a kid, their dollhouse would be modern too, because they're just like that. So the twins actually do have kind of their own bathroom in this little section. I didn't like open it up to the rest of the house or anything, but I figured, twin teens maybe should have their own bathroom. And it's a little more colorful in these rooms. So you can see I have a lot of like blue and pink happening. It's kind of like a opposites thing, but trying to keep it similar. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of that because it's such a weird idea. But each of them have their own computer, and of course, they have a corresponding desk to whatever color they pick. And I ended up adding another window in here because I was like, there's room for one here, and this room is still kind of dark. And yeah, and the balcony doesn't have much going on. It's got a couple planters and a telescope. And yeah, I actually think that might be the end of the house. We're doing curtains right now, and then I'm just gonna do some landscaping and I guess add lighting to the outside of the house. So I'm gonna hop into the game. I'm gonna show you the build, and I hope that you all like it. So here's the house, and I apologize for the lighting again. It's a lot issue. It really is. I really like how this came out for the most part. So I think it is modern, even though it has kind of a like less modern roof. I don't know. Just any modern houses that really have proper roofs to me feel less modern, but I think this one came out pretty nice. Going down our kind of pathway here, we've got our little topiary garden here. We've got two llamas along with this tree. Through here is our garage. Again, these are windows to make our garage door here. But I pulled a couple cars out of debug for this, so we have just a red and a white one. We have the woodworking table and then some gym equipment. They've even got a little TV so they can watch something while they're on the treadmill. Over this way is our front door. So we walk in, and then we come over to the left here. We have a little kind of unloading station here, so you can put your keys and whatever else on this table. Take off your coat, hang it up. We have the door to the garage right here so we can access it from inside the house. And then we have our kitchen over here with that blue and orange seating at our island there to kind of go with our living room. We have a bar over here. And something I think I cut out was me adding this kind of like wooden bar detailing to the walls. I just felt that it kind of took up some space there in these weird pop-ups that I had. So I just did that for a little fun accent thing. But we have the dining table here. We have a little like vinyl player over there. And then here's our living room with that big TV. I included a fireplace over here from the Secret Sanctuary kit, along with a mirror. And yeah, let's go ahead and head outside since we're right here. So coming out, we walk through this little section, and we've got an outdoor kind of dining situation. We have our seating over there with the backyard stuff. And then we have the pool and the hot tub, which I didn't put anything really in the pool. I also did not put a ladder. I realized. But it's okay because Sims don't really need ladders in The Sims 4. Honestly, I don't know how I forgot to add a pool ladder or like anything to the pool, but we're just gonna pretend that it's intentional. Then we come up this way. We've got these really fancy doors that I think are also from Get Famous, but I don't know. They have little like suns on the handles. Over here is really nothing. We've got the Parenthood chore board over there. And then through here we have our kind of activity section with like little reading nook. These bookshelves from the Secret Sanctuary kit. And I'm gonna go ahead and walk into our bathroom here. Again, there's no shower in here. I probably could have put one right where I have this little cabinet, but I didn't. So sorry about that. But bathroom number 1. And then if we go over here, we have the master bedroom. So they have a big mirror all up this wall here. And then I brought back that wood bar detailing for this room. I'm out here and we have our balcony here, which again, more of these little like plant things here. So I use a lot of like these lily of the valley things for kind of the landscaping around here. You can kind of see we have it over on that side too. Just on the side of the house. All right, but then coming back this way near the chore board, we have the kids' room. Very colorful in here. I like to make my kids' rooms a little more fun, even if it doesn't really fit in with the rest of the house. Just because I like to kind of have it be a little more personalized. So kids' rooms are typically very fun. And then lastly, we have the teen room. So we have the 2 desks here. And then they have a big closet kind of section, and then here are the beds here. And then they have a shared bathroom in here, which there is not a lot going on, but I think it's really, really cute. And yeah, that is the full house. I am kind of happy with how it turned out, honestly. For me, not using a reference photo, I think I did pretty good, especially because I was limited to like 4 packs and the base game. At the time that I'm recording this, the build isn't up yet on the gallery, but it will be by the time the video comes out. You'll be able to find it as Limited Pack Modern under TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's at the end. I always have my ID in the description if you guys ever want to download anything from me. And as you can see, it only uses the 4 packs, and I did double check. I have actually used more than one thing from Parenthood, so... Every pack got their fair share, but I did definitely use a lot of stuff from Get Famous. So there you go. I hope you all liked the build. It was a little stressful for me to build, honestly, because I was limited to these packs, but I had fun with it. I do think that it would have been easier if I wasn't limited to just like 1 expansion, 1 game pack, 1 stuff pack. Like if I had 2 expansions, maybe. But I decided to make it harder for myself by having to use 1 type of each pack. So I'm like, that's kind of my own fault. But I did it. I had a lot of fun. And I will probably do this again in the future, but maybe with a smaller size build. Because trying to build big builds with limited packs, a little difficult. So I don't know if I'll be doing that again. But if you want to see me do more limited pack builds with like the random pack generator, let me know. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.